Hey, welcome back to High Performance Health and Wellness Coaching. I'm Coach Corey. Hey guys, hope everything's going great. Hope you guys are out there kicking some big time butt. Keeping up with those 2018 goals. Let's rock it, okay guys? Hey, question for you guys. Please answer. This is a very serious question. I want to hear your answers. So please just respond to this video, Facebook, respond by pigeon, send to my house, whatever it is. Let's make it happen. Which one of these two items do you think is more harmful for our children? Your child, children, my children, everybody's children. Which one of these two do you think is worse? Just quick, curious, right? Now, I know for me, I would not give my child this cigarette. I wouldn't do it, right? But why? Why is that okay? But why is this not okay to give him this, but why is it okay to give him a candy bar? Why? Is it because the science of smoking caught up to smoking and time caught up to smoking, where finally it showed, the data was there to show that smoking's bad, secondhand smoke's bad, let's regulate it. And if people choose to smoke, well, we're going to charge more and tax heavily for it to help compensate the health issues, right? Whatever that is, it caught up to smoking and now it's regulated. And we have generations now that aren't exposed to smoking. Like I was a child of the 80s, man. 1987. Ooh, smoking was cool. Oh man, rocking out. Bye. 1984 Ford Pinto, tape deck, rocking some Van Halen, the flow of my mullet just flowing in the air, and people smoking cigarettes. Not really. Okay, I never smoked, but I had a lot of friends and family that smoked, and I was around it constantly. Grew up in the environment of smoking, where it was in the houses, cars, restaurants, buildings, and smoking was everywhere. There was no regulation, and it was in airplanes. For Carbs 6, people smoked in airplanes, and like I don't want to be in an airplane with somebody coughs 30 rows back, let alone puffing on the old cigarette, right? So science caught up to smoking, right? We see that we and there's plenty of proof. You can research CDC, you can research any kind of site, right? American Heart Association, the lung cancer sites. I mean, they all say it, right? So the science is out there. Here's the bad medical stuff that's connected to smoking, right? You get severe, I'm going to read this off to you because I just Googled it. So you get severe genetic damage within minutes. Throat cancer, stomach cancer, bladder cancer, pancreatic cancer, stillbirth, stroke, COPD. Now, if you're like me and you're in your 40s, you've maybe had experiences at a personal level with either family, friends, or of somebody that has dealt with one of those issues that are surrounding around smoking, right? So there's, the science caught up. We're in this now. Here are today. We're not exposed to smoking as much, right? Smoking's bad. We teach our kids smoking's bad. We don't want our kids to smoke cigarettes, right? It would be weird that my kids are walking around smoking a cigarette. I won't give them this, right? But why is it okay that they could have sugar? Why is it okay they can walk around with candy bars? And I'm not just saying a candy bar, right? Because our kids can have a candy bar from time to time. I'm saying that the accumulative amount of sugar that our kids are taking in on a daily basis, and where they're the source from, and what they're eating, and then on top of that, they're getting the refined carbs that just turn right to sugar. So I mean, it's just like it's nonstop, right? Their bodies are functioning on that as a fuel source, which is not really that good. So here are the health, the harmful parts of sugar that now the science is starting to catch up to sugar. It's begun, right? We're in this area where it's becoming known that sugar's attached to all these things. But let's just say this: obesity, diabetes, heart disease, some cancers, tooth decay, accelerated aging, gum disease, behavioral issues in children and adults. I had it when I was addicted. 10-4, understand it. When our kids were on the sugar, they were on that stuff. Yes, behavioral issues were definitely on there. Increase in stress, and then it suppresses the intake of essential nutrients in your body, right? So why is it okay to give our kids sugar? Why do we feel that it's all right? Why do we not know, right? So just like our parents didn't know about this whole thing here and the secondhand smokes, the effects it has on everybody for multiple years later, they didn't know. Well, we didn't know about sugar either, right? Now, some people knew about it. There's some science out there from years ago, when the whole battle of fat and sugar came together, and there were some studies that came out, and some Harvard scientists said sugar wasn't bad for you, fat's bad for you, and they went down. Then all of a sudden we went down the road of no fat, non-fat diet, low fat diet. For criminy sakes, we've been on this thing forever, and it seems like our health hasn't improved as a society because of it. It seems like it's gotten worse. I mean, the obesity level is way out of control. It's way high. Diabetes is on a rise. Like, these things are all tied to diet, right? And in that diet, there's sugar. So, in my opinion, sugar is a million times worse than smoking. I can go down and buy this, well, not this one, because I have this one, but I can go buy a cigarette. I can go buy a pack of smokes. I can go smoke this if I want to. I'm 18, I'm old, right? I'm an adult. My kids cannot. But my kids go down and buy a candy bar and they're fine, right? What makes it right? There's nothing good about this, right? There's no control over it. So it's a self-regulated problem that we have with sugar, right? So, like, growing up with the cigarettes, I never heard my parents tell me that this wasn't good for you. It was just normal. My grandma smoked, everybody smoked. It was around. They quit, they come back, they quit, they come back. It was like a life, right? We didn't know. Sugar is like with us. We're just going through autopilot. We don't know. We're just eating these foods that are being sold to us, and because they are on the shelf, we think that and assume that they're healthy and they're okay for us. But they're not, right? I'd said in a previous vlog, there's 74% of packaged goods have added sugar in them. 61 names of sugar. There's a problem, right? There's an issue here with health. So let's just say look at the timeline of our life and on this path that we're on, right? And let's just put sugar in there as that ingredient that we have a problem with. But this is taken off the Harvard Gazette. It was Gary Taubes who wrote The Case Against Sugar. He did a talk there, and it was a pretty interesting article in the Harvard Gazette, January 12th, 2017, if you guys want to look it up. But it's from 1958 to 2014, there was a 750% increase in the prevalence of diabetes in the population. Then, this is freaky, of 1,400%. 1,400% increase in the number of cases. I mean, it's like and then somebody in the article actually, it stuck out with me. I can't remember who it was, but it said it's a slow motion disaster, right? I mean, this is happening just little bits at a time, right? And what we don't want to have happen is, like, for us, I mean, hopefully we can educate our kids, and we're trying hard, and it's not easy, parents. I get it. We took our kids off the sugar. It was tough. It wasn't easy. We got them off all these refined carbs. It wasn't easy. Do they dab in it sometimes? Yes, they're kids. Will they be exposed to it? Yes, they're kids. They get educated. We don't villainize it. We educate them. We teach them. Our kids know that sometimes food or sometimes food. It's okay to have sometimes. Can't have it all the time. Well, why? Because there's a lot of sugar in it, kids. Okay, Daddy, cool. And now they know. They get it. They actually keep each other in check. We have two twin 6-year-olds. So they keep each other in check, which is kind of nice, right? So it's working. It takes time. It's not overnight, right? But we have to just make an effort. We have to try to not have them go down the path that I was on, addicted to sugar and overweight and not feeling well. I mean, luckily, hopefully, I was able to catch it, reverse it, and maybe I could buy back some good, healthy years, I mean, I could live a little longer and a little better quality. I mean, only time will tell, but I'm definitely on a better path than I was. So I just challenge you. Let's just start our kids off right. Let's educate them. Let's teach them that it's bad, right? It's not good, but we have to be consistent with it. We can't give in, We're all tired. We're all exhausted. We got to keep with it, Let them be kids. Let them find joys. And then, because we're all, like I said previously, we're all intertwined in this world of emotion and foods and all this stuff. Well, let's teach our kids to maybe, if we're gonna continue that connection with their life stuff, well, let's maybe teach them some healthier stuff. Let's have them bake some recipes that, like we do. We have recipes that we use maple syrup and honey, and we use like monk fruit sweeteners and coconut sugars and stuff like that. With sugar, sure, we get that, but we take in a minimal amount. We're not accumulating the levels that people are. We're nowhere near 22 teaspoons a day. So it's just one of those things where we have to make an effort. But tell me, would you give your kid a cigarette? Would you? I'm just curious. Would you give your kid a cigarette? And answer is probably no, right? Then why would you give them a Snickers bar? Why do you keep pounding this candy in them? Why do you not pay attention to the amount of sugar they're getting? Why? That's all you have to figure it out. Okay, guys? Listen, at the end of this, I'm going to show, I recorded a while ago, I piled up a bunch of sugars and made little mounds of sugars, and now you'll see. It's pretty interesting, but this is what's in different varieties of foods that we consume in American diet. This is just what we eat, and it shows you kind of how fast we can accumulate from what we're supposed to have, which is like 6 teaspoons for women, 9 teaspoons for men. This is why we're at 22 teaspoons a day in American diet, because it adds up fast. Add it up, do the math, check it out, hold yourself accountable, do it for the kids. The kids are everything. Please, if nothing else, take that from it. Okay, guys? Hey, have a great day. Please subscribe. Please follow. Please share. Let's get the message out. And hey, I picked sugar as my. I'm gonna disrupt that. I'm gonna do whatever I can. I'm trying to get it out there to. Let's just focus on that one ingredient, that one part of that puzzle of sugar, and let's try to cut that back, because you're gonna notice a huge difference in your life and your children's life. You'll see it. We did. You can too. You guys need help, reach out. Other support groups, reach out on Facebook, reach out here. Let's all do this together, okay? Have a good day. We'll see you. Bye.